Hey folks! So you know when you're feeling crappy about something and a loving friend tries to make you feel better? And suddenly you get smacked with a big heaping helping of perspective. Smack! Yeah. Today's topic is perspective. When is it great, and when does it make you want to kick your friends off a cliff? Stupid jackass. So acquiring perspective can be useful. It helps you appreciate what you have, it helps you find compassion for others, and, in the words of John Green, it might just help you imagine others complexly. So why is it when you're feeling down, it sucks so much to have somebody remind you how good your life is? Smack! Let's look at some examples. Say you're a small child. And you don't want to eat your peas. No. Why is it that parents always want to wax eloquent about starving children in Africa? Does it make the peas taste better? No. Does it make Africans less hungry? No. The truth is, all it does is devalue how you feel about the taste of peas. Now, of course, kids are kids, and parents are parents, and peas is what's for dinner. But that doesn't make the kid's feelings irrelevant, just its opinion, and to be fair, starving kids in Africa isn't relevant to the topic either. So let's take a look at when getting some perspective in your life is a good thing. Say you're looking at some totally awesome pictures of our massive universe. Or maybe you've decided to take a peek at creation and all its wonderful complexity. You might, in this moment, experience a smack of perspective. As you gaze into the incredible, incomprehensible vastness of space, you might find yourself feeling small and insignificant. As you discover the intricacies of life, you might find yourself in wonderment at the complexity of it all. These are good feelings that are fundamental to the human experience, and forcing yourself to feel this way is a healthy exercise. So what's the big deal? To everything turn, turn, turn. Well, like everything, perspective has a time and a place. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And I gotta tell you, when somebody's upset or grieving, that ain't it. And a time for every purpose under heaven. That was pretty. Was that pretty? I liked it. So here's the thing. When people are feeling vulnerable or sad or hurt, they need to be validated. They need to know that their emotions are legitimate and that you care. But if in that moment you decide to force some perspective into their life, all you're going to end up doing is causing them to devalue their emotions, to devalue the way they feel about the situation, and it's the opposite of what they need in that moment. In my undergrad, I had a professor in my Intro to World Religions course who liked to call this the problem of Job. Now, I'm not going to read the Bible to you or anything, but the gist of it is that the devil convinces God to test Job to see if he would still be a faithful servant, even if he didn't have all the great things that God had given him, and, surprise, he is. It's not uncommon for people to bring up the story of Job when they want to help people get through their grief. They say, oh, you know, Job just stayed faithful, and if you just stay faithful, then... But it doesn't work that way. It's just another example of people trying to force perspective into another person's life when what they need is to feel their grief, to feel their pain, whatever it is they're feeling. We gotta feel the feelings, people. Gotta have the feelies. In the words of John Green, pain demands to be felt. And frankly, so do all the other emotions. So that's it, my random philosophical thoughts about perspective and when it's useful and when it's not. I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. Leave a comment, or better yet, leave a video response. I'd love a chance to respond to anything you have to say, and if I like something I read or hear, maybe I'll do a follow-up. Till next time, I'm Michael Davidson, and this was Cadential M. Oh, and if you liked the chords I used for the song, I'll leave them in the doobly-doo.